This movie about XRP is the most important one ever made. This case is no longer going to be heard by the SEC. This has finally happened after years of waiting. You're not ready for this. I know it. They believe that XRP's value will go up to at least $2.50. Take it one step at a time. This movie will blow your mind. Not to Bennett, there's no question that the crypto world is busy again. Right now, everyone is talking about XRP. It's been going talk on social media about how the Securities and Exchange Commission may be about to end its case against Ripple Labs after years of work. In that case, a lot of people believe that XRP could really soar. An account holder named XRP Dragon said it all about the mood. Are you sure that XRP will go through the roof once the SEC says the case is over for good? In the past few days, the reports have grown stronger. Jenny, who writes about crypto, said on Twitter that several Wall Street sources say the SEC has decided not to go through with the case. At the same time, Tony the Rippler hinted that the government might drop its case against Ripple as early as next week. People in the XRP community are feeling hopeful because these posts went popular so quickly, but are they based on facts or just hope? Mark Fagel, who used to work as a lawyer for the SEC, fought these stories very hard. In public, he said that there had been no vote to kill the sex appeal and that there was no proof of more than one meeting behind closed doors. Fagel says that the sex internal plan is secret and that no one outside the group can prove that a vote went as planned. That means that someone has made a choice is at best a guess. The story of Ripple seems to be coming to an end. In a letter sent not long ago, the company told the court that it was withdrawing its own cross appeal. This meant that it doesn't plan to fight certain parts of the earlier decision and is ready to accept the outcome. It looks like Ripple wants to end the court battle and move on with its life. But both sides have to do something before it's official, and the SEC hasn't done anything yet. The commission is still going through its own review process in the background. The sex commissioners need to vote on these kinds of enforcement decisions, not just the law staff making them. Fagel says that this is everyday behavior that doesn't happen very often or quickly. Studies like this one can take weeks or even months to finish, even if the case is well known. On social media, some people said that the SEC had a number of secret talks or that a deal was already in place before July 14th. But Fagel said those claims were made too soon and without any real evidence. What he said might have made things even less clear because they lied to make it sound like the SEC had already agreed to pull out, but all they did was make a staff suggestion. What does that mean for XRP? In many ways, things look better than they have in years. Already, Ripple's legal method has helped them win a lot of money. It was made clear in the 2023 ruling that selling XRP to regular people is not the same as selling a security. With this, people once again had faith in the token and it was added to big platforms. Now, XRP could fully return to the US banking system if the SEC publicly drops its appeal. At that point, the price might go up as investors trust it again. At this point, though, the case is still open. Ripple has tried everything it could to stop it. The SEC hasn't changed its mind yet. The court case will keep going until an official withdrawal is made in court. It's clear that XRP is about to reach another big goal. What the SEC does next will determine the outcome. As the crypto market waits for what's next, it's good for it to be excited about what's to come. People are getting more and more excited about XRP right now. Now let's see what crypto experts say about XRP's future. Things are getting really interesting now. You thought the court case was exciting? Oh, just wait until you hear what they say. A few people believe that XRP Ripple coin is about to do something very big. Some people believe this could be the start of something new in the world of money. What's about to happen might shock you. So crypto star Steph sent out a strong tweet that showed how people really felt. This means that a lot of people will become rich during the last XRP wave. A lot of people in the XRP group agree with this. Many people are excited about XRP because they think it will help them get rich quickly or cause big changes in the world's finances. Take the tweet from Amongst as an example. It looks like something from a crypto fairy tale. Take a look at this. When you wake up in the morning, XRP is worth $2.50. You have 7 figures in your wallet. I'm in it. The news headlines are screaming hey, it's time to restart crypto. When you look in your pocket, you see that you're not just rich. This is the kind of message that makes people do a lot of study late night and make their social feeds go crazy. But one claim from another corner really shocked me. One of the people in charge of Ripple XRP told Crypto Geek that central banks decide how much XRP is worth, which is $9,385 per XRP. And so that number isn't just a guess. The amount is huge, no matter if it's true, false, or an idea. But the sentence does show more than that. It's very deep that people who believe in XRP see it as more than just a digital product. They think it's an important part of the future of banks around the world. Of course, there are still views that are good and hopeful, even with all the noise. When Armando Pantoja, a market expert and crypto analyst, said that the price of XRP would go up 233%, it made news. Even in the next few years, or this year, he said XRP might not reach $1,000, 0 cents. But it could happen in 10 years or more. What do you think? A 233% return. It will be over 10 years before that Batoya believes that XRP is in a big trap for bears. The market slowed down not because there wasn't any value, but because people were afraid and didn't understand the rules. He says the case from the SEC stopped XRP from growing. Just like how problems with the government used to slow down Bitcoin, XRP may only need time, patience, and clarity. Like Bitcoin's slow rise above $1,000, 0 cents. And finally, people will understand. Ripple has already changed its mind about what it said. The SEC is taking a look at get out of the market. Either way, both sides would have to give up in public on August 15th in order for the case to end. It would be one of the biggest court cases in the history of cryptocurrency. It would also make it possible for XRP to fully return to U.S. markets without having to worry about cases. But it's not just courts and numbers. Pantoja talks about real problems, such as Ripple's work to get a national banking license in the U.S., how useful it is for sending money between countries, and how interest from institutions is growing. When XRP fell in July, he didn't go crazy. His win was bigger because he bet on how he saw finance going forward. Pantoja says XRP could go over $30 to $6, 0 cents, if it ever reaches a small part of Bitcoin's market value. And it's not even close to the ridiculously high goals of $1,000, 0 cents, or $9,000, 0 cents. But it gives buyers something to work toward. Some people believe that XRP will alter how banks all over the world do their jobs. Some people believe that the moon will shoot up the next morning. But one thing is clear. Everybody wants $2, 50 cents, but $15 to 0 cents is fine too. XRP has a long way to go. The court cases may be over soon, but the story, which could be the most important in crypto, and it may only be the start. The partnerships that Ripple has also need to be talked about. This is the best sign ever for bulls. You can trust me when I say that big banks, financial institutions, and other well-known names are quietly supporting Ripple. You won't believe what's going on behind